Hi, this is Jody. Welcome back to my channel. And I had a request from the Facebook group. Some people were asking, excuse me, what is a glue book? So I wanted to pull out mine and show you what I've done, excuse me, in mine so far. So a glue book, it can be any. You can like buy them. I think it's like spiral bound or like use a sketchbook. People use sketchbooks, but this is a junk journal style glue book. So it is made from a vintage book usually, and of course then you have you know, you have all of your pages in there. So let me flip through here a little bit. So this is my glue book. I've done some work in it. I just started it. I've only had it for a couple months, and I only just work in it when, you know, I'm watching TV. I have a little cart that I have like up in my living room. I'm in my craft room right now. So if I'm watching TV and, you know, I just want to relax, I can start glue booking. So glue booking really, excuse me, glue booking really is just gluing, mainly gluing. You know, you can tape it in whatever you desire. Images, pictures, thoughts, you can jot down things. There's really no rules. There's no, it's just your personal book. You know, if you go through a magazine or a book or whatever, even mail that comes into your house or whatever it is, packaging, you know, food packaging, and whatever, if it's something you like or desire, you like looking at, you cut it out and you put it in your glue book to look at. It is a relaxing, therapeutic thing to do. It's good for the mind and the soul to just relax. So I really love enjoying cutting out things, and then that's one enjoyment. And then when I go to put it in my glue book, it's another type of thing. So here, and you don't have to sit down and like do an entire page all at once. You can work in your book however you want, when you want, whatever style. There's many people do these glamorous and beautiful glamorous collaging, but you don't have to be that way. You just do it your way. You don't want to copy somebody else, because then you're not letting your creativeness come through. So like here, this was a craft magazine that had all kinds of like handmade fabric tags that I just really liked. So I cut them out and I just glued them on. This is a wallpaper page. And I'm not done because I have space here. But that doesn't mean that you have to be done. I can just leave it like this, but I just don't like seeing the wallpaper printing on the back. So I'll put something here. But there may be blank space, and I'll leave it like that if I feel like it. Now, this was a page that was in here that I made. It was a napkin. If you viewed my flip through of this after I made it, you'll see that this is a napkin. It was like construction paper with napkin saran wrapped on it, ironed on. So I took just another book page out of my stash. It's a poem about God. And so I taped it on here. It has a yellow flower and it matched the yellow underneath. And then I added a flap to it. And then here is where I store all of my little ephemera that I want to put in my book. So it can just be whatever you want. So this is where I'm keeping this stuff here, okay? So here is the owl page. If you look in my flip through, you'll see that this is, I put this on, I put this image on, and I put this border on. And I put this music paper down. I like the owl, I like the words here, I like this, so I'm collaging around it. I'm not done, but this is what I've done so far and what I felt like doing. Whoops, I've got some more goodies that I tucked in there. So let's, I don't want to flip through this because you've already seen a flip through. I just want to get to the pages where I've done collaging. Okay, so now here, this is a completed page. So I'm a color themed person. And so this is actually a mayonnaise. I think it's either Miracle Whip or Hellmann's mayonnaise. Old is new. It was their new packaging. And they took a little baby child and I just thought it was the cutest thing when I was flipping through a magazine. And I just loved it. So I tore the page out. So I made this my background. I collaged here. This is some vintage, you know, same thing, like 50s era, and some flowers. Here is a Dove candy. So this is what I stuck on this page, and this is a encyclopedia page. So you do see some of the background peeking through. And so I can write, you know, a little note here about how I come about this page if I want to, or I can write something here. Here's some stickers here. But this is a completed page. This is an old seam binding thing here. So this is what glue booking is, but this is my style. Here is another page. Now this one, I am also in a glue book challenge, and if you watch my YouTube video, I believe I put the link to hers, but there's many out there. So what they do is they give you some prompts to like guide you through, you know, if you get stuck like, oh, I don't know what to do. So it gives you like, I think it's hashtag CW planner, and it'll be, there's one each week she does. It's Marguerite Miller, I think. So she gives you like 4 or 5 things. So like one is like a bird, and then a picture, do a plant or something, repeating pattern, or a map. She gives you things to look for, and then you collage on here, or you go from her prompts. So this is one of her prompts. One was an illustration, something that's cold, which is I had a snowflake here. I believe there was something with lines, so I stamped with my stamp some lines here, which I can write on. I think a bird was one, and some music paper was another, if I remember right. So this is another collaging. This was from a prompt, though. This one was not. Okay, so let me find some other pages. Okay, this one was a prompt as well from the Glue Book Challenge. So this was this is a vintage picture. Here is some pattern paper, tissue paper from a my favorite candy. Here's some ribbon, and then like this was a repeating pattern. So I think it was a food packaging item, repeating pattern, some ribbon, a vehicle or a form of transportation, and some tissue paper, I think were like the prompts. So here's this one. But you don't have to do prompts. You can just glue book whatever you feel like. Now this one is, this is one that I just did because I feel like it. I loved this vintage card that I got. This is the page, and I loved that it had some fruit here. I put a bird. I put this is actually a little sticky note thing. Here's some wallpaper. that I fussy cut out. This is a tag from some old ribbon that I used. And so, you know, is it done? Maybe. I can come back to it later. It may be fine just the way I have it. So, you know, it, like I said, this is glue booking. It's just whatever you feel like doing and relaxing and enjoy looking at. Here's another one of the bags. So I glued on a little flap here, and then so I stuck in some of these little sticky, this is like pads of sticky notes, which I collage with. This is my sticky note bag. This one is, this is just a little booklet that I could tear out and collage with on that one. That's in there. So here is another one. This one was a prompt as well, I think. Was it? No, this was not. I don't think so. So I just collaged this myself. I just started, you know, it's just you do what you want to do. This is the page actually underneath. So I liked how this was because this is the original page. And again, when I make my glue books, that's why I pick such different pages, because maybe this is what you want to see and then you want to collage around it. So I try picking really beautiful pages. Let me see, where else did I collage in here? Oh, this one. This one was a prompt. And I did a baby theme style. One was like an illustration. Shoes, music paper, something round, there was a ball, a person, so I put the baby here. This is vintage paper. This is all just hand torn, stamped on. So this one I did because my daughter's pregnant, so I did a baby themed one. So like I'll probably make a little note, you know, somewhere I'll write on here that, you know, my daughter's pregnant and I did that one for her. Let me see, what else did I do? Here's another envelope that I made, and I put a whole bunch of these. These are like little cutouts from some type of a, I don't know, some children's book maybe that was like a pop open one or something. All right, this one I put a little tab on it, and I put an extra thing here for like large, so like if I'm just, for instance, like this, I ripped this out of a book that I saw, so I just will put it in here like this, just to keep, whoops, there we go. To keep large pages in. So that's what I did with that. I mean, you can do whatever you want to a glue book. It's just for fun. It's just for you to look at. It's for you to feel good about doing and get enjoyment. It's like I said, it's therapeutic and it's calming. Let's see, where else? I think I did another one here somewhere in the back. Oh, yes. Okay, here is another one of... so, yes, Zing and Tang, I think it's Miracle Whip. So here is another one. So these are all vintage magazines. So here's another one where they took a little girl and dressed her up, you know, and then it says, I've always liked my potato salad with extra zip and tang. Although I haven't covered this up, I'll probably cover that up, but I just, you know, glued on, old as new, you know, so here's a little piece of fabric, and I added a page, border. It's just cool. I enjoy looking at these, you know, and it's fun to go back and look at them and, you know, where did you find them? How, you know, why do you like them? That type of thing. And I don't know, that might be, nope, here's another one. This one was a challenge. I did it all pink themed. You had to have some sewing on it. You had to have a foreign language. You had to have something with a measurement, and I think, a flower or a ribbon or something. So there's all of my elements here on this page. And what I did is I used the page below as my base. So here's this hat from the person here, one of the persons is the hat. Here is the flowers on this page. So that's why I choose such neat children's pages and stuff in a variety. I think maybe that is it. Nope, I am wrong. I forget some of these I did. This one was not a challenge. This one I just did on my own. I was just doing some vintage. I liked this vintage picture. Here's a little spot where I can write. Winter is the time for comfort, for good food and warmth, for the touch of a friendly hand, and for a talk beside the fire. It is a time for home. I just loved this little saying that was in a magazine. I cut it out. It went with having this Thanksgiving dinner, some vintage things here. And this is an old recipe. And of course, this is that placemat. So this is my base for that page. That was not a prompt or, the challenge. That was not a challenge. Now, I believe, maybe not, there might be one more. So hopefully you understand now what a glue book is. It is just super, super fun. There's no rules. Oh yes, I did do another one. This is not a challenge either. This was my latest one. Excuse me. I was just feeling really purpley because it was warm weather, the spout of warm weather we had. And May is coming, and so what does your favorite spring flower say about you? I fussy cut this out of a Bird and Bloom magazine. This flower page is a magazine page. This here and here is vintage wrapping paper. It was like a wedding paper. This is just one of those tablets of paper that I just tore here. It had May on it. Then I put my hummingbird because hummingbirds are coming now. And this is just some music paper behind this beautiful hummingbird. There's ruby red-throated hummingbird. So I was just feeling springish. And so this is this page. And it's on a back of an encyclopedia page, which on this page you cannot see any of the original page. So I covered up the whole thing with this wrapping paper and stuff. So that is that one. Now I believe that is the last one. Gosh, I think. I could be wrong, but I think that was the last one. Maybe I've worked more in it than I thought. Nope. Oh my gosh, I did another one. So, yep. So here's another one. This is not a prompt either. This is one, again, I was feeling springish, and so here's Southern Hospitality. I was thinking about my daughter. She lives in Tennessee. So I'll probably write that here, that I was thinking about my daughter, and, she's got flowers blooming already. This is a daisy. Is a hummingbird. Life's garden should be full. And then there's spaces here I can write. This is a full page because this is on an Elvis book. So there's nothing of Elvis coming through on this one. So that's all it's about. It's just all about making a page in layers, or it doesn't have to be layers. It can be, like I did here, just plop on some pictures of things that you like to look at. So hopefully, I'm sorry I don't remember your names, but there was 3 or 4 of you on the Facebook group that had asked about what is glue books. So this is a junk journal style glue book because it's using all book pages and types of papers in your glue book. So, and that is why I wanted to tell you how I make my glue books, because they're extra wide, because when you start gluing, it adds thickness to your book. So that's why you need to have, you know, this extra room. So hopefully I was in frame the whole time. I didn't even look at the camera. I'm sorry, because I was just trying to really quick do this video for you girls or guys. And so hopefully that answers your questions. And start gluing. It is just so much fun. And you can use, many people use glue sticks as long as you have a permanent glue stick that will stay on, because you want it to adhere and not come apart. You can use art glitter glue as well. I use both of these. This is a really high viscosity glue I got from Amazon. I can link it below. And then this is art glitter glue for some of the heavier type things. And then I use Fabri-Tac for gluing on fabric pieces and ribbons that are fabric type. So there you go. Hopefully I helped you, what is glue booking. So get a glue book, start gluing, start putting things into a book that you enjoy. You can put whatever. You can use washi tapes, you can put whatever in your book that you want. You can stamp, you can do whatever. There's no rules. Okay, thank you so much for watching my video. All right, bye-bye.